saying they have information on Trump.
Oh,
Will change things. So let's see.
I believe it. I will tell you that um, Iran is not into this. Like, Iran is not feeling this. They're not into it. They're like they don't want to do it. They didn't want to get into this. Iran is not interested. They're really not. They're like, just leave us alone. Just leave us alone. We don't want to fight. You know, we see the stress. We see the delay card here. Like, just let us do our thing. Leave us alone. But I also see, it's really interesting. Whenever I read on the U.S.,
I don't see anybody here. What's this? I'm just hitting buttons. Oh, okay. Hmm. What's this? Oh, create, share with your audience. Okay. Hey, I see one person. Okay. Now you can chat. I'm on my iPad. Okay. And what's going on is I can't see. When I click on live, it goes blank. Okay. Other than that, the camera works. So I don't know what's going on. The iPad is busted up, but I'm here. Okay. And I can see your chat. So I would say you would chat. You could chat. I will see that. And I don't think you can see me. Okay, because I think before you guys said you could hear me, but you couldn't see me. Okay. I don't know. This might come in handy. This might come in handy. Okay. But I just wanted to come on and just share some insight, okay, as far as do I got some anyway, to share some insight as far as what came to mind today. And what came to mind today for the people out there is to beware of your surroundings. And I don't mean, well, I mean literally, but I mean your spiritual surroundings, your vibes, okay? Be aware of that because you know there's spiritual warfare is out there and these folks is running amok. And you know that with all the stuff that's going on with the news, people getting sued, people doing these rituals, children missing. Okay, they had one lady, the daughter got killed. One of her daughters was killed because they was fighting, family fight, and she took the kids over there because this was the oldest daughter. So I think she was grown. The oldest daughter is grown. She's got kids. Took to her and her went over there and with her kids and I guess they arguing with the girl, okay, and she tells the little 15-year-old son to shoot the girl, to shoot the sister. Okay, he shot the sister, she's killed. Apparently they was fighting and the sister stabbed the other sister. Okay. And she told the brother to shoot the sister. And where the boy got the gun, well, I guess he told him his mama gave it to him, okay? And she's saying she didn't give it to him and all this. You got to protect it. You know, the devil will wear anybody's face, okay? And he's very good at wearing faces of your family and your friends, okay? He will put on their face if it will get to you. You got to just walk away. Just walk away because it's just too much going on. And it's not even worth it. If you have raised your vibrations, then stuff like that would be, in other words, beneath you. Things like that would be beneath you. All that arguing and yelling and cussing out and woo 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 woo. Okay, you start looking at it like in a different perspective. Okay, it's like they're over there. It's like a disconnect, kind of like a disconnect. They're over there, okay? That lets you know that your vibrations are raised, okay? That lets you know right there, okay? You have grown past that, okay? All that negativity, all that triggeration, and you got to understand, you need understanding there to understand that the devil will wear anybody's face. They running amok on the earth, and it's just a hot mess, okay? And with that said, I hope you guys take that into consideration when you go out and stuff like that. If there's negativity, avoid it, walk around it, cross the street, whatever you got to do. Be aware of your surroundings, because somebody might be looking at you, and you're not paying attention to them. These folks done lost their minds, okay? But anyway, with that said, they got a lot of stuff going on with this Tyler Perry. They got Tyler Perry. Oh, now they got Fat Joe. Oh my goodness, okay. Now, the situation with Tyler Perry is apparently he was sued by somebody else and settled out of court. With this person. So now this guy that's suing him, his friend, okay, was this his friend? No, no, it was, well, I guess you could call them friends. Well, supposed to be friends. But this was an acquaintance that he knew and he liked, okay? And see, here's the thing about that is, I understand, I see the situation from both sides, okay? However, if you have the influence and you have the money and all that, okay, you can't always just floss that around with people, okay, if you have ulterior motives. Now, if he wanted to get at that guy, okay, he should have let that be known from the get-go, okay? Let that be known. Not be sitting up there. Oh, you can use, the guys they use to get to pull you in. Oh, I have a production company, and you would be great for this uh, film I have coming out. You know the lingo, how they do. Okay, and then you pulling a person in on the fact that they're going to be in one of your movies, one of your productions, when in essence you are crushing on them. I mean, it's okay to put them in one of your productions, but if you're crushing on them, you need to let that be known from the get-go. Okay, that's my 2 cents. And then the situation with Fat Joe, apparently this guy is and then back on Tyler Perry is, because he settled out of court with this other guy, this guy might think he's entitled. Who knows? Okay, but back to Fat Joe. Apparently, I believe they've been going back and forth suing each other. Okay, so I guess now he gonna pull his big one. Either he's gonna pull his big one, or maybe now that this all this other stuff is going on, maybe now they're paying attention. It remains to see, because honey, he done told all the business. Oh my goodness, okay. He was talking about this man likes little young girls. He likes those teeny boppers, okay. He likes those teenage girls, Fat Joe. And apparently, the friend, how you got to have a friend come with you, and stuff like that. Okay, yeah. So this is what he's saying. He's just as guilty as Fat Joe. Okay, but obviously he's broke and he wants some money, because he's willing to risk it all to tell on Fat Joe, which involves himself, which involves both of them, Okay. Only thing you want then is money. And he's mad because there's certain creations that they did. What was that song? I forgot the name of the song, but it's a popular song, Fat Joe. Okay. And now he's the one, if you don't know, he's that one, okay, lean back. Okay. That one. But there was another song that apparently he put his creative resources in and didn't get any credit. Okay. Uh uh he did some other stuff. Okay. Apparently he's feeling like he didn't get the credit he deserves. That's the bottom line, okay, on the lawsuit. He didn't get the credit he deserved, and he's willing to implement himself in the process of getting monetary repercussions. How about that? Mm-hmm. Yes. That's what time is it? Okay, it is 10, almost 11 o'clock in sunny California. But I am paying attention. Then they got this. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. What about this situation with Mr. Trump? Okay. What they call him the felon. What is up with him? They got this situation with Iran, and apparently they over there in the Middle East in a whole nother country, and they ready to fight. And we're not supposed to be going into no wars. That was his promise. He wasn't doing no wars, but now they looking at him like, what you gonna do? And you know what he said? He said, I'm gonna let y'all know my answer in 2 weeks. 2 weeks? These folks is ready to at first I didn't think anything of it, but now I'm like, 2 weeks, they ready to bump heads over there, okay, in another country, looking at us, what we gonna do. And he said he gonna let us know in 2 weeks. Wow. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of, okay, y'all remember back when it was COVID? Remember when it was COVID and he was slow to act, saying it wasn't nothing wrong, it wasn't nothing, and it didn't exist, I believe, or whatever. And he just slow to react. He didn't want to be bothered. Okay, well, this reminds me of that same situation. Okay, he just sitting up there 2 weeks. And it's just really sinking in. 2 weeks. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Y'all didn't call the wrong man for the job. Okay. The wrong one. Okay. This is, no, ma'am. But it is what it is. I'm not going to be on here long, okay? I don't want to hold you up, but I thought I'd put in my 2 cents on the topics at hand. I'm waiting on, let me see. I'm waiting on this trial, this Diddy trial, okay, that's supposed to resume today because they were out for 2 days because one of the jurors came down with vertigo, okay? In other words, okay, I'm just cracking myself up here. In other words, okay, he didn't saw so many videos, he dizzy. This trial got his head spinning. Hearing all the stuff that's going on, and he doing this, and at the same time, while y'all listening to this, he's trying to threaten and buy off the jury and the witnesses. Oh my God! Now you got to look at a bunch of videos. Oh no, no, no. Oh, his head is spinning. But anyway, it's supposed to get right today and they're supposed to resume. Okay. And this Brendan, the drug mule, now he got arrested at the airport with P. Diddy. P. Diddy apparently didn't get, well, he didn't get arrested because he wasn't carrying the drugs. But they approached both of them. They got off the plane and they got that little boy. Okay? So he's supposed to testify. Now, this is supposed to put the nail in the coffin, so to speak. Okay. I don't know. Okay, we waiting because he was supposed to testify Monday. Here it is Friday. So I am on the lookout for Mariah Morali to come out with some business on the transcripts because I want to know if he testified or not. And if he did testify, okay, what was said. So I want to be on the lookout for that. Okay. But other than that, I'll talk to you guys next time I come on here. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, because on the laptop you can see me, but the chat, I'm having a problem with the chat. So I can't see if you type something in. I can't see it. Okay, and I don't. I'd have to go live on this little phone, okay, on the phone, which is no problem. But then, I can't see as good as I can see on the bigger items here. So anyway, with that said, like I said, okay, protect your surroundings, honey, and all that negativity going on around you. Keep walking. Don't put your 2 cents in. Family members, okay, it's a setup. It's a setup. I'm telling you, okay? They trying to the devil's trying to get you involved in his negativity, okay? Don't fall for it. With that said, stay blessed.